Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Sanders now to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Set. 55. Oh, you got deep?
They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Buying time to his left. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going. Out of bounds.
Let's go. Let's go.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Baltimore.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a handoff to Ingram. They find some open field here. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage. Anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good,
Yep.
backside guys,
Meh.
that's what you're supposed to do?
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
Line of scrimmage moves from 137-yard line to the other as they come up 1st and 10. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. This will be caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 37 yards. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On second down, it's Drake. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. To throw is Fitzpatrick. And Wilson has it. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And even 30 yards on a play that began back at the 30. Throwing Fitzpatrick. Looking for Stills here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Fitzpatrick to throw it. And it's caught by Parker. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down. A first down throw for Fitzpatrick. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Call it a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. They go play action here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Raekwon McMillan came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They go play action now. Jackson. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He'll get this to Edwards out of the backfield. He's brought down after a pickup of 5, but he needed 8. 4th down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Fitzpatrick, and they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. In on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Raekwon McMillan able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. This is caught inside the 15. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He had 1 touchdown earlier, nearly a 2nd one there.
Yeah, it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep him out of the end zone after a big play. Perhaps you go right back to him. Don't need the distance, but maybe he can pay things off after a big effort.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after him. Put the pressure on him.
He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. They'll look to run with Ingram, and he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run, and the Ravens will add on to their lead. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 21-0. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is...
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
From the 29, Jackson. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Now an open man. That's the tight end, Gesicki. It's complete. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Here's Fitzpatrick, and he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Matt Judon in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Parker unable to get that one, and it's third down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Here we go. It's on field.
Third and long for Ryan Fitzpatrick. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Able to get there and pick it. Parker, the intended target. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offense coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more. But a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Robert Kimdichie, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Here's Jackson to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Now after that sack, it's third and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by T.J. McDonald. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Strong.
Fitzpatrick. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. He was looking for Parker that time. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by T.J. McDonald. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
So first thing that crosses my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So now after the sack, 3rd and long, and Fitzpatrick and company a little work to do. To throw, Fitzpatrick. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Tavon Young. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Here we go. Mark 55.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Regular. Gonna go 5-0 here. Protein spill.
Fitzpatrick now to throw on first down. His throw incomplete. Kenny Stills, the intended receiver, and now it's second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. To throw on 2nd and 10. Fitzpatrick.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Well, the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
23 yards, the final tally. Now Fitzpatrick.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just...
And now nothing but green ahead of him. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Mike Gesicki, 67 yards. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Well, second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. And it's 3rd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And he comes back with 1 complete. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down, and he was fighting Like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a first down.
Broke the one tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. Here comes Grant on the return. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
You can't regular. You can't block me. 40's mine. 40. Hey, high 7.
Play action now. Fitzpatrick. And over the middle, this is Parker. The 20, 10. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Devontae Parker, 70 yards. And the Dolphins able to get this back within a touchdown. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd and inches, Jackson. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Credit the sack to the safety, Rashad Jones.
Like how they've started the 3rd quarter here. They force a punt on the 1st drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. Give them the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Ingram again, a 1st down carry. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On 2nd down and 4, Jackson, he's going deep for Brown. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 55 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll run here with Ingram. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
On 2nd and goal, Jackson. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll try and run. Ingram. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. Back now in Miami. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th. Tucker's kick is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, blood a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
Hey, color. Come on, QB, come on.
On 1st and 10, Fitzpatrick is going to let this one go deep. And that is is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Fitzpatrick on first down. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. First down, Fitzpatrick. He's going to air one out. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Kenyon Drake. 46 yards. And the Dolphins have got it back to a one-score game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Oh, leaves him behind on the spin. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big effort that time out of Ingram. 57 yards on the ground. Clock running under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Ingram. And an alley to run. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Ingram. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
You killed! Let's get this. Check back 40.
On 1st and 10, Fitzpatrick looking middle, and it's incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
Let's go. Hey.
On 2nd down, Fitzpatrick again. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Brought in over the middle by Graham. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Fitzpatrick. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. Parker unable to get that one. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
the 38-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the gun, Jackson. That's into the hands of Edwards. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop.
5 yards on the play.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. He's going deep for Brown. He's got it at the 15. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 44 yards. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a rate.